Good evening. I am Professor Wenthe, and I will be speaking tonight on the music of Arnold Schoenberg, and specifically on aspects of numerology that, I contend, pervades works such as Pierrot Lunaire, which you will hear performed later in the evening. Good evening. General listeners, and even professional musicians and music scholars, have often found Schoenberg's music difficult and unattractive. Schoenberg himself confessed that atonality and dissonance in his music, quote, certainly offer obstacles to the understanding of what is really my musical subject, unquote. Surely the logic of this thought was everywhere in evidence in his work, but might there be a deeper logic than we had discovered, a more compelling reason for his choices of which we were unaware? Remembering those instances in which Schoenberg's curious behavior had been dictated by his allegiance to the power of numbers, I found myself speculating about Pierrot Lunaire and the specific mention of 3 and 7 in its title. What if 3 and 7 turned out to be structural determinants for the work? After all, its very first measure pitted 3 notes against 7. Carefully examining the score of Pierrot, I looked for evidence of 3, 7, or even 21 in the music.
That I had made an
the
obvious
search proved
mistake.
futile.
I had been searching
Sporadic
for
appearance of these numbers
whereas
in
all
music
the
were
evidence pointed
interspersed
to
with
Arnold
long,
Schoenberg
arid stretches,
not as
not to
mathematician,
one of them
but as
evident.
mystic.
Certainly there was
His
nothing
faith was
that pointed
rooted
to
not
the
in
system.
numbers, nor even in number symbolism, but in traditional numerology. I discovered immediately that the number most closely associated with 3 and 7 is their sum, 10, not their product, 21, and that in numerological reduction, 10 becomes 1 by adding its digits. Numbers 11 and 22, I learned, are master numbers which all those who practice numerology approach with awe. Armed now with the 5 numbers, 3, 7, 1, 11, and 22, I began to re-examine. We shall begin our examination of Pierrot Lunaire with its genesis. 9. Arnold Schoenberg's opus 21, value 12 and 9, adding 3 of 21, was composed on the composer which 7 quarters of 8 make double appearances incidentally in our performance this evening. You will hear commenced work on the composition on Tuesday, day 3 of the week, March, month 3, 12 equals 3, and had completed all but one of the pieces by May 30th. He deliberately delayed completing the work, however, until he could finish the remaining piece on Tuesday, day 3, July, month 7, 9. The dates of the inception and the completion, 12 and 9, adding up to 21, the 2 digits which add up to, of course, 3. Incidentally, in our performance this evening, you will hear as reciter a former student of Schoenberg's, Dr. Dika Newlin, who is this very day celebrating her 76th birthday. His action produces 2 voices. Number values are assigned to 2. 3 of Schoenberg's most C is 1, 3, 7 sharp 1, D is 3, D sharp is 7, E is 5, F is 6, F sharp is 7, G is 8, G sharp is 9, A is 1, A sharp is 11, B is 3, His action produces 2 bonuses. 1, the scale is thus made consistent with the alphabet, each of them having a total value of 9. 2, 3 of Schoenberg's most...
Hello, Pierrot. I'm glad you've come to talk with me today.
What would you like to talk about?
Just let yourself go and feel free to talk to me in a conversation which leads you from cabbages to kings and from clowns to demons. Please relate everything that passes through your mind, even if you think it unimportant or irrelevant or even non-sensical.
And especially if you find your thoughts pitiful or embarrassing or morbid and grotesque. Do not omit them.
Be completely open to your every thought and tell me about those thoughts. Still nothing to say? Nothing. Did you dream last night? Ah, you did.
Tell me about your dream. You were drinking in your dream. What were you drinking?
Ah, you were drinking the moonlight.
Very interesting.
And how did it taste? Yes, terrible and sweet. And it made you drunk with rapture? Yes, I understand.
Oh, and you dreamed of dancing the balls with a melody that has stained your mind like blood on the lips of a sick man. Tell me more. Giant moths hiding the sun, nightly grave robbing expeditions, rubies in dead men's coffins, bloody fingers, oh, and the decapitation. Ah, who was decapitated, Pierrot?
Oh, was it frightening? Did you bleed a great deal? Ah, yeah, the blood of poets.
Their poems. And Pierrot, was anyone else in your frightening bloody dreams? Yes, Cassandra. Oh, and you stuffed Turkish tobacco into a hole in his scalp and smoked it like a pipe. And then played on it with a bow like a grotesque viola. And tell me, Pierrot,
How did your dream end?
you sailed home on a water lily with a moonbeam for a rudder, home to Bergamo, to old fragrances and old roguish plans, and to joys that you had long forgotten. You have surrendered all your gloom. Out of your window framed in sunlight, you gaze upon the lovely world and dream the blissful far away, a fragrant soul from vague old days.
Desires